What's up, man? It's your boy Vigilante Styles here. Hold on, I just want to do a quick check here, make sure sound's coming through. Okay, cool. So, I got this new plugin, and I demoed it. I mixed like 7 or 8 tracks before I pulled the trigger and bought this thing. Because I'm going to tell you what it is. So, I'm going to go ahead, we're going to start a mix here. It's a very simple plugin. So Metric Halo through Make Believe Studios made this very simple channel strip. Now we know that the Metric Halo channel strip is best in the business, right? It's it's one of the best plugins ever made, used by the biggest engineers in the industry, and they're getting an amazing sound. But there's always been this like debate about, you know, how Serban was getting his tracks, you know, if they were already pre-processed or recorded through a really nice console or through some kind of analog gear or analog chain of some kind, and then he's mixing it with the Metric Halo channel strip. And regardless, you get a very clean, detailed sound with the Metric Halo channel strip. And you get a real good one. I mean, like, in terms of you want an SSL sound, well, I mean, the Metric Halo channel strip will get you more of an SSL sound than even SSL's own channel strips. But now, they did something very ambitious. A console that was quite popular in the 1970s, and I'm surprised that nobody has an emulation except them, is the MCI console, right? And MCI console was prevalent on a lot of stuff in the 1970s up through early mid 80s. A lot of stuff was mixed on MCI consoles. And then the SSL came through, and then, you know, and Harrison had its thing. Matter of fact, the guy who created Harrison consoles, like, worked at MCI, made their consoles too. So you could argue that this is probably an early Harrison in a way. But this thing is interesting. I don't know if the real MCI console, because they said it's a custom MCI console this is emulated from, and only one channel, channel 13, which was the best sounding channel on that console, in Miami, apparently, where they recorded Hotel California or whatever with the Eagles and a lot of other hit records of that era, which sound really good. If you go listen to them now, you hear a digital remaster of those albums, you can really hear how clean and detailed this console was. And I was like, well, I'm going to demo this first. I don't think I need, as you can see on the left side of my screen, do I really need another doggone channel strip, right? Do I really need to spend more money on this kind of stuff? I mean, how many channel strips can I possibly need? How many console emulations do I need to make me happy? Well, my thing was always about, I want to have something that it's got an easy workflow and has an amazing sound. And well, I'm kind of something that has character that I just don't feel is on a lot of records, right? Something to set me apart from the competition. God, this thing sounds amazing, man. I mean, you're gonna have to hear it. So what they have here, I know I watched the video on it. They were trying to say this is a dynamic section here. I don't know if the real console had a dynamic section, like a gate, but in this case, it says compress, so it's a compressor too. So it's a dynamic section. I haven't been able to work a gate on it. I don't need it for the music I do anyway, but I definitely need a compressor. And this compressor, it's a very light compressor. But the thing is, I mean, insanely punchy, and this EQ, this 4-band EQ right here, is really punchy. And you got ways to like really distort sounds if you want to. But if you don't want to, you get an amazing clean sound out of this. And the shit is punchy as fuck, by the way. I didn't even play with these other buttons, man. I'm afraid to like screw up anything. You know, like right now, I just like where the EQ is. Apparently, okay, so this must be the routing. So EQ, I don't know, what in goes down, out goes up. I have no clue, man. I just know that when I move these dials, it sounds good. I didn't even look at this in Plug-in Doctor before I bought it. I said, why? Who cares? I don't care what it does under the hood. I don't care if you could stack about 15, stock plugins and then be able to recreate the sound of this thing. I don't give a shit. You know? What I like is that I turn a couple knobs and everything sounds fire, right? And I don't care if it cramps. I don't care if there's aliasing. I don't hear it. Once again, I mean, if there's aliasing, maybe it just is supposed to do that, so it sounds good. I mean, aliasing technically sounds bad, but once again, I don't notice it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't notice it, so it's inaudible. Or if you could hear it, I haven't. I've tried it on a lot of different material. It doesn't. Nothing sounds bad with this thing. So I'm going. You know what? I don't give a fuck what some asshole on YouTube's gonna break this thing down with with the plug-in doctor, some guy calling it a scam and all this other shit because he's saying you could do it with FabFilter Pro Q3. I don't want to sit there for 20 hours trying to replicate the sound of this thing when all I need is this plug-in and just turn a couple knobs and I'll be done in like a minute with that track. I just said, fuck it, man. Look, man, they make good plugins. Metric Halo is a respected brand. Make Believe Studios also did the mix head, which was the emulation of the SPL machine head, and it sounds a dead ringer for the real thing. So I go, there's probably a dead ringer for the MCI desk. Let's see what an MCI console sounds like on modern stuff. Well, modern, my stuff, right? Not necessarily modern sound. I kind of have a little bit of an old school sound, but definitely not as old as the 70s, right? But sometimes, sometimes the newer, you got to think, okay, we look at different, channel strips and stuff. Well, yeah, these other consoles, maybe the SSL 4000G or the 9000J is a better console than an MCI. But you got to think about how it's emulated. Maybe this MCI emulation sounds better than any SSL emulation because maybe they didn't emulate the SSL as accurately, and this MCI is accurately emulated. Because all I know is I'm getting an amazing sound out of this for allegedly an ancient, dinosaur console. You know what I'm saying? So, look, you about to hear it. Let's go. I know you guys. Some of you guys love to hear me rant about things, and others can't stand it. You guys just go, let's get to it, man. I want to hear this damn plugin, right? No one has a video out right now with getting the sound of this plugin. Well, I'm gonna go ahead show you what this plugin does. It's I think you're gonna love it, man. If you're doing hip hop music, man, you're gonna love this thing, man. It's easy and it's fire. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, let's go. My master bus. Oh, I keep it simple. It's just the fruity limiter. That's all I need. I don't need to do no other sexy nothing. This channel strip has so much vibe. You don't need to even do anything on your master bus other than just have a limiter catch your peaks. Then just drop down and then you drop your final levels down at the end and then just send it off to mastering, man. And you're gonna have the most amazing sound. Anyway, let's go. MCI console. Let's go. that not a stellar sounding channel strip, man? That thing is just amazing. And look how quick I got that mix done. It was like, in like, what, 10 minutes, if that? Maybe a little bit longer, maybe 15 or something. 21 tracks. Easy mix, man. And it's pretty fire. Like, that's the thing. Like, if that's what an MCI console sounds like, boy, that is amazing. Now, I did a little research. I want to say that 24 Karat Magic was recorded on an MCI console, but maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm confusing it with Silk Sonic. Maybe it's that record. They had mixed, or they had recorded on a MCI console. And then it was mixed by Serban with the Metric Halo channel strip, of course, and his plugins. But I felt like, to me, just simply mixing with this plugin gave me that kind of that 24 Karat Magic sound. Now, I mean, I could be picky and go grab the Metric Halo and, channel strip, put it after all this to just do a little bit more fine tuning if I wanted to. But overall, that's perfect. And for the way that I mix, I'm minimalist. This one channel strip and my stock limiter, and I'm happy. I don't even need all this other shit. I tried putting like tape emulations afterwards. It would just fuck it up, man. Like, this thing just sounds perfect on its own. I mean, including Mixhead, which is a great, plugin, but, using it on my master bus after using this, it's not necessary. Like, it's literally just this plugin and everything just sounds amazing. I don't have a track with vocals right now, but I did try it on a song I'm not allowed to like release to you guys right now, so that's why. But I did try it on a song, and I tried it on vocals, and the vocals just glued together amazing. This thing is just amazing. And I mean, I was just really kind of sitting there going, man, do I really want to buy this thing? And I was just like, yes, I need it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm mad that I bought all these other plugins when now something like this exists, but that's fine. That kept me going until this came out. Then you go, hey, what about Mixbus and all that other stuff? I mean, that's cool too, but, there's nothing wrong with Mixbus. It's a good program too. Or what about using this within Mixbus? You can if you want. But the reason why I'm not really messing with Mixbus right now is just that there's a certain sound I'm going for. And Mixbus gets me most of the way there. And there's nothing wrong with that. And the workflow is fun. But ultimately, I kind of need consistency. And so far, and I tried some very, very challenging tracks, this simple, non-sexy looking plugin is getting it done. Because under the hood, this thing is a beast. This thing is a beast. I don't have to worry about... I don't know what none of this means. SLFA. Oh, fast attack, slow release, maybe? I don't know. Maybe the release is here, the FMS buttons. I don't know. But I have compress on. And I can hear it. It's compressing. So I guess maybe when it's not compressing, it's a gate. I don't know what it's doing, to be honest. I know what I hear when I turn compress and I put depth to about whatever, like what's the depth on this? Negative 4.32. I don't know. And then I adjust the threshold. I'm going, ooh, that sounds good. That's good compression. Then I go boost this EQ. It's amazing. Here's another thing. This, okay, so this is your 10 to 8 kilohertz range up here. I don't know what CB is. I have no idea what CB is. But 10 to 8 kilohertz. I guess if I push to the right, I'm boosting 8, and if I'm cutting 10 when I go back to the left, I don't know. Oh, this is cut. Boost. Oh, it's in the boost. It's not cutting, so it's boosting. And then this is a mid boost. somewhere. What range? I have no idea. You can't go lower than 0 dB. This is a mid selection. I kind of feel like it's a low mid knob. That's what it sounds like to me. And then here's your low frequency. And then I don't even know what these buttons do. I know that apparently makes like, this is more of a tighter curve. I guess maybe a wider Q here. 10K, 8K. Be nice if this came with a manual. Maybe it does. I have no idea. But I don't need it. I'm already getting the sound I want just by turning this knob, and these knobs. I don't know what these buttons do, man. I don't you know? And you heard it. Well, man, whatever it is, they say there's no easy button. I think they just created an easy button. Anyway, man, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's your boy Vigilante Styles. Check out the MCI console plugin from Make Believe Studios by working in conjunction with Metric Halo. So you go to the Metric Halo website, you can go pick up it's called the MBSI. I know it says BSI right here, but it's the MBSI, Make Believe Studios MCI console, right? And get this thing, man, dude. The MCI sound needs to come back because it's amazing. This is just amazing. I don't know what it's doing other than just EQ and compression, but the way that it's doing EQ and compression is better than all my channel strips, all of them. And am I going to stick with this? For now, I will. I mean, this thing, I've been comparing, and I feel like it's better than everything I've used up till now. There's a certain sound I'm going for, and I feel like this thing is getting it. So, pretty awesome, man. You guys are going to love it. Get this MCI console, man. That's cool. Now I'm going to go watch videos from that dude who mixes on a real MCI console so I can feel like I'm doing the same thing as him now. Because I have this. Alright, anyway, and check out that guy's videos too. Go look him up. I forget his name, but just go, type in MCI console mixing and it'll pull up that guy's thing. He's got like a big MCI console in his basement. And I know he'll probably say, the plugin doesn't sound like his console. No, this sounds like channel 13 off of a very specific custom MCI console in Miami. But nevertheless, it's probably got similar character. I'd say his might be, real desk. That, might be a little warmer maybe by a tad bit. But overall, the character should be pretty similar. And for as far as plugins go, the character of this is just fine for me, man. That is pretty awesome. So, yeah, check it out, man. This thing is pretty amazing. It's like I said, the graphics look like they're from the 90s. But I don't care. I'm not here to play a video game. I'm here to mix a record. Right? And the sound is stellar. This thing is amazing. Alright, you guys be good. It's your boy Vigilante Styles, man. I'm out. Peace.